Hello students, my name is Prerna and today from your EVS book Enviro we are going to be reading chapter number 8. So this is chapter number 8 and the name of the chapter is Whom Do Plants and Trees Belong To? Isn't that an interesting title? So let us start studying this chapter. We find different types of plants and trees around us. They differ in their size, shape, color, fruit, seed, bark and smell and even the season in which they grow. So imagine so many plants and so many different features they have, whether it's size, whether it is their roots or their bark, their roots, the seasons in which they are growing, like a mango tree you find in summers. Plants and trees belong to us. So they are a part of nature and they are an integral part of our environment. They are very useful to us. They provide us fruits, vegetables, purify the air, they give us shade and provide shelter to many living beings like birds and animals. Plants or trees in the neighborhood. So now we are going to have a look at different trees. Neem tree. This is a very this tree is very commonly to find. This tree gives out more oxygen than other trees. The leaves, bark and sap of this tree have medicinal qualities. They are used to make medicines, soaps and toothpaste. So, the biggest quality of a neem tree is that it is used as a medicine, or it is used in making medicines and even things like soap. Then you have the banyan tree. Remember in the previous chapter we heard about the banyan tree. We read about the banyan tree. What kind of roots it has? The aerial roots. This tree is very big and it has aerial roots. It is home to many birds, squirrels and insects. Then the next tree that we are going to talk about is the bale tree. It is also known as wood apple. It is a medium-sized deciduous tree. It has thorny branches and 3 prolonged leaves. Its root is used to make sharbat. It's a sweet liquid for which this bale tree is used. Then you have peepal tree. Its leaves have beautiful shape and color. This tree is considered sacred and people worship it. You will see that, in your neighborhood there's a peepal tree. Many people will light a diya near that tree, or probably they would put some flowers there. So this tree has a religious value in the Hindu culture. Then you have the amla tree, also known as the Indian gooseberry. So, what is this amla tree? So, we are talking about the amla tree. What is it that I'm holding in my hand? This is what the Indian gooseberry or amla looks like. And if you see an amla tree, you will see that it is so much full of the Indian gooseberry that sometimes, at night, maybe in some cases, it will feel that the tree is exhibiting some light. So, the amla tree. And what is the quality of this amla or the Indian gooseberry? That it is a rich source of vitamin C than oranges and apples. Its fruit is used to make chutney and murabba, which is very, very, very good for your eyes and your immune system. The extract of its fruit is also used to make hair oils and hair tonic. Then the next tree is the babool tree, or also known as the teaker tree. It grows everywhere. Its wood is used to make rice pounders, flours, and wheels of bullock carts. So imagine that the wood of this tree is so strong that the wheel of a bullock cart is made using the wood of the babool tree. The pods of this tree are eaten by cattle, sheep, and goats. In spite of the above trees, there are also some other trees like the tamarind tree, bilwa tree, mango tree, etc. These trees commonly grow in parks along the roadside. So you will see these trees maybe on the pavement or on the central wards. They are mostly planted by public authorities such as the municipal corporation of your city or town. These corporations ensure the safety of these plants and trees by building fences or placing metal cage around the young saplings. By this, the tree is prevented by cattle and other animals. The municipal corporation sends water tankers to plant these to give water to these plants. So you see, this is the bale tree, people tree, and the babool tree, and this is the amla tree. So I've shown you this. Then you have domestic plants. What do you mean by domestic plants? The plants that you can grow in your house or in your home. They are useful because they check dust, pollution, provide oxygen, and give shade. They give fruits and flowers also. Some people have vegetable gardens or a small vegetable patch in their garden. So vegetable patch means, let's say a particular area is only reserved for vegetable plants. So that's a vegetable patch. Some even grow plants such as tulsi, mint, coriander, or curry leaves in pots. So you will see a lot of homes, in a lot of houses, you will see the tulsi plant, or you will see the dhania plant, or you will see the mint plant, right? People who have large gardens grow fruit trees. They plant lemon, guava, jamun, papaya, lychee, etc. So imagine even you can grow all these in your house if you have enough space. But the kinds of trees grown depend on the soil and the climate of the region. Some trees are ornamental. What is an ornament? Something that we wear to look good, to decorate ourselves. So the trees which are used for decoration purposes or to add beauty to the garden are called as ornamental trees. And these include the Ashoka, Ficus, Kachnar, or the Palas. These are some examples of the ornamental plants or the trees. Then you have wild plants, like you have wild animals. Similarly, you have wild trees also. And these wild trees, they just grow on their own. No one plants them. They just grow on their own. Some of them are unwanted because they do not allow domestic plants to grow. Unwanted wild plants are also called as weeds. So what are the common weeds? The first is the Congress grass. It generally grows along the roadside, railway tracks, construction sites, etc. The weed is known in India by names such as Chatak Chandni, Gajar Buti, Gajar Ghas, or white top. It is a threat to plants. That means this Congress grass, it puts the other plants into danger. And not just the plants, animals and humans, because it can cause allergies on your skin. Then next you have daisies. Now we all know daisy is a flower, but do we know it's a wild flower? And it can be found along a hillside or a meadow. They are white in color and small rounded or spoon-shaped evergreen leaves. They are not easily destroyed and often grow like weeds on lawns. And they attract bees, butterflies, and birds. Then you have dandelion. See, all the wild trees, wild grass, and you can see the picture of these. So this is the Congress grass. See, it has small white color flower type of thing. That's why it's called the white top also. Then these are the daisy flowers, and this is the dandelion. This dandelion you would have also seen moving around in the air, right? The flower changes into a white round seed head overnight. Each seed has a tiny parachute to spread far and wide in the wind. Most gardeners do not like them because the more you try to read them, the faster they grow. Next, we talk about the plants which have medicine qualities. So like we heard about neem, which is the most popular tree in terms of medicinal quality. There are some other wild plants. So now there are some wild plants also which are used as medicine. Some have amazing medicinal properties and still more whose property is as yet undiscovered. Amlaki or gugula are used to cure or prevent heart problems. Gotukola, Brinkaraj and Amlaki is there to solve liver problems. Triphala is a very common medicine plant and it is mainly used for digestion purposes, or maybe then there are other plants which are wild, though they are wild, but the fruit is used for relieving people from their joints. People with stomach problems can find relief with Damia, hawthorn, and people. Perhaps one of these days, someone may discover that one of these wild plants holds cure to a deadly disease like AIDS or cancer. Now, we are going to talk about some people who live in the forest. What are they known as? Tribal, or in Hindi, they are also known as Adivasis. They have to survive on the plants. Now, these Adivasis, they have to survive on the plants and trees that grow there. They observe plants eating animals and eat everything that wild animals eat. So these Adivasis, they are very much dependent on the trees and the fruits that grow into the forest. And what is their diet mostly like? They eat coconuts, jackfruit, breadfruit, papayas, bananas, wild mangoes, wild onions called chips, or wild garlic. So this is what they mostly eat. These tribes can identify poisonous and non-poisonous plants. Why? Because they are born and brought up in the forest, so they are so much well versed. They have so much of knowledge about the trees and the plants around them. They eat roots and shoots of some plants but avoid poisonous plants such as vichubuti and some harmful mushrooms. But human beings carelessly are cutting down the trees. Due to growth in human population and increasing needs, forests are slowly disappearing. Wood is one of the main reasons for cutting trees. So what is the term that is used when forests are cut in large numbers? It is called as deforestation. And deforestation is something which has created so many environmental related problems. The trees in the forest, wildlife sanctuaries, and biosphere reserves are protected by the forest department. These trees are often numbered and nobody is allowed to cut them. You know, if someone cuts these trees which are protected by the forest department, that person can also be punished by the law. The forest department officials prevent the cutting of these trees. So, to protect our existing forest and prevent more destruction, governments all over the world are taking various steps. In India too, many laws have been laid down to protect the Adivasis and animals living in the forest. Now imagine why Imagine you're living in your house and someone says, "Oh, I'm going to bring down your house. I'm going to, probably spoil your house. I'm going to destroy it." How would you feel? Won't you get scared? And won't you feel helpless? Such is the case with the animals and certain the animals and the Adivasis for whom these forests are there is their home. So never ever destroy any plant or never ever encourage cutting off any tree, because what you give to nature, the nature is going to give it back to you. All right. So love the nature and protect it. And as the saying goes, live and let live. Thank you so much.